After more than a decade of deception, devotion, heartbreak, and redemption in Salem, Days of Our Lives is preparing to say goodbye to one of its most enduring leading men. Billy Flynn has officially bid farewell to Chad DiMera, closing the chapter on a 12-year journey that reshaped one of the show's most complicated legacy families and left an indelible mark on daytime television. For fans who have watched Chad evolve from a brooding DiMera heir into a devoted husband and father, Flynn's departure feels like the end of an era. A DiMera unlike the rest. When Flynn stepped into the role in 2014, he inherited a character rooted in one of Salem's most notorious dynasties. The DiMera name, long associated with manipulation, power struggles, and moral ambiguity, was first made infamous by patriarch Stefano DiMera. As Stefano's son, Chad could have easily followed a predictable path of villainy. Instead, Flynn and the writers crafted something far more layered. Chad DiMera became a study in duality, fiercely loyal yet emotionally guarded, powerful yet deeply vulnerable. Over time, viewers saw him grapple with the weight of his father's legacy while striving to build a different future for himself and the people he loved. Flynn brought a grounded intensity to the role. His performances often relied less on grand theatrics and more on subtle emotional beats. A clenched jaw, a flicker of doubt in his eyes, a quiet confession delivered in near whispers. In a genre known for high drama, Flynn's understated approach made Chad's internal battles feel authentic. The heart of Chabby. Of course, no discussion of Chad DiMera would be complete without revisiting his epic romance with Abigail Devereaux. Portrayed for much of the storyline by Kate Mansi and later by Marcy Miller, Abigail became Chad's emotional anchor and the love story that defined his tenure. Chabby, as fans affectionately dubbed the couple, weathered kidnappings, betrayals, presumed deaths, mental health crises, and corporate conspiracies. Yet through it all, their connection remained the emotional core of the narrative. Flynn's chemistry with both actresses helped cement the couple as one of the show's modern supercouples. Their wedding, reconciliations, and heartbreaking losses generated some of the most talked about moments in recent days' history. When Abigail's tragic death storyline unfolded, viewers witnessed some of Flynn's most powerful work, raw grief that rippled through every scene. It was in those moments that Chad transcended his DiMera identity. He was no longer simply a corporate titan or heir to a dynasty. He was a widower, a father, a man undone by love and loss. Growing beyond the family name. Over 12 years, Chad's trajectory mirrored the broader evolution of Days of Our Lives itself. As the series adapted to changing viewing habits and eventually transitioned to streaming on Peacock, legacy characters like Chad provided continuity amid transformation. Chad's business entanglements at DiMera Enterprises showcased his strategic mind, but it was his relationships, with siblings, rivals, and especially his children, that humanized him. He often stood at the crossroads between perpetuating family schemes and breaking generational cycles. In recent storylines, viewers saw Chad striving to redefine what it means to be a DiMera. Instead of revenge, he chose responsibility. Instead of manipulation, he chose transparency, at least as much as Salem allows. Flynn once described Chad as a man constantly seeking redemption. That throwline resonated with audiences who watched him stumble, learn, and grow year after year. A daytime legacy. Daytime television has long been a proving ground for actors capable of sustaining emotional intensity at a relentless pace. Flynn's 12-year run is a testament to both his endurance and his artistry. Soap schedules are famously demanding, requiring actors to memorize large volumes of dialogue and shift quickly between dramatic tones. Within that framework, Flynn built a character arc that felt cohesive and earned. He navigated romantic highs, devastating lows, corporate intrigue, and family warfare without losing sight of Chad's core humanity. Behind the scenes, colleagues have often praised Flynn for his professionalism and camaraderie. In a genre where cast turnover is common, his steady presence helped anchor newer storylines and maintain continuity for longtime viewers. Why now? While neither Flynn nor the show has framed the exit as anything other than a creative and professional transition, the departure signals the natural ebb and flow of soap storytelling. Long-running series like Days must continually reinvent themselves, introducing new faces while honoring the past. Flynn's decision to step away after 12 years reflects both personal growth and the reality that actors, like their characters, evolve. For fans, it's bittersweet. Chad DiMera has been a constant through countless plot twists and production changes. Letting go is not easy. Yet in true Salem fashion, departures rarely feel entirely final. The door remains open. Whether for a return appearance, a holiday cameo, or a dramatic rescue months or years down the line. Fan reaction. Gratitude and grief. Social media lit up with tributes as news of Flynn's farewell spread. Fans shared favorite, chabby scenes, emotional monologues, and classic DiMera power plays. Many expressed gratitude for the consistency Flynn brought to the role, particularly during transitional periods for the show. For viewers who grew up watching Chad, the character represents more than a storyline. He embodies an era of days defined by romantic angst, corporate battles, and the enduring hope that even a DiMera can choose love over vengeance. In interviews reflecting on his time in Salem, Flynn has emphasized appreciation for the cast, the crew, and the fans who championed Chad for over a decade. That mutual respect has defined his run from beginning to end. The future of Salem. As Days of Our Lives continues to evolve in its streaming era, Chad DiMera's absence will be felt. His departure reshapes the DiMera power structure and leaves emotional gaps in multiple storylines. But if Salem has taught viewers anything, it's that change fuels drama. New alliances will form, old rivalries will resurface, and the DiMera legacy, complicated, controversial, and captivating, will continue. For Billy Flynn, the farewell marks both an ending and a beginning. After 12 years of living inside one of daytime's most iconic families, he leaves behind a character forever etched into the fabric of Salem. And for fans, the memory of Chad DiMera, lover, father, heir, hero, will linger long after the final scene fades to black.